Almost April. And because it's almost April, you know, they say April showers bring May flowers. Well, March is letting April come in early because last night's thunderstorm was wonderful. Can you say it with me? Wonderful. Bring on more. My allergies, so if I sound a little congested today, it's for the allergies and stuff. But as you can tell by looking at me here, I still look good. And that's all that matters, okay? Now, let's talk about this since it is the topic around the world today, and every time you turn it on, you hear it. So let's talk about the actions of Will Smith and Chris Rock and where does this privilege come in at? A question asked, so some people that asked, you said, had it been anybody else, they would have gone to jail. And Dr. Charles, how come the police didn't come and arrest Will? Well, and it came from all across the board, one or ethnic asking about it. Everyone's asking. Yes, there is privilege when there is money involved, and we saw it that night. Yes, I do think, me personally, Will Smith, I don't know him personally, but I do think Will Smith should have been arrested for assault and battery. I do believe that. Also, women are very sensitive about their hair. They're very sensitive about their hair. And African American women, years ago, back in our ancestral days, they had bald heads. It wasn't because of alopecia or everything. They just had bald heads and they wore big earrings and big jewelry and stuff. And it was beautiful. And bald is beautiful. Please understand that bald is beautiful. When a person has alopecia, and my friend Dr. Hamilton just did a show on an interview on Channel 12 about it. She's a beautician, licensed cosmetologist. She just did a show. But when you have alopecia and your hair is out in certain spots, there are things that we can do. You do not have to cut your hair bald. You can wear wigs, extensions, toupees. There's so much. Hats. You can do a lot of things. But to cut your own hair because of the alopecia is a choice that you made to do. And that's what Jada did. She made the choice to cut her hair. And she felt comfortable when she did it. It was emotional for her, I'm sure, but it didn't lessen her as a woman. It made her more powerful. It made her more visual. And not only that, to those women who were suffering from alopecia or those women who were suffering from cancer and the loss of the hair, they saw her as this hero. So Chris Rock, yes, I don't care for Chris Rock. Let's get that clear. But I don't dislike him. I just don't care for him. He's cool and whatever. But he made a joke that wasn't insensitive. But when it comes to women, about their body, about their look, and certainly about their hair. So you have to tread lightly with them. When that's all women, okay? You have to tread lightly. I think when Will walked on the stage and went up to Chris and slapped him, Will should have been arrested. The real hero in this was Chris Rock. Trust me, any other man would have fought Will right there on television. There would have been a fight. There's no question about it. Snoop Dogg, um, um, some of these other mean people, so to speak, mean people, Steve Harvey would have fought him because what he did was wrong. He reacted in a situation where he should have thought first, walked up to the stage, whispered into Chris's ear, I need to see you after the show, laughed it on off, and went and sat down. And then he went into his very about his wife was sitting over this way. You guys weren't even sitting together anyway. Jada first laughed about it, and then she rolled her eyes, you know, like, yo, okay, whatever. And then Will, you took offense to it. So if you watch the show, watch closely because it's out now every single where everybody's watching it. I do not agree with embarrassing someone in public. I just do not agree with that. If there's something that you have to say about someone, you say it to that person. You do not have to publicize it to everyone. No, I don't agree with it. Secondly, I think when you do come from money, not that I think, I know, when you come from money, there's this different level of standard that you are held to. I don't think it's right because it separates us as a people and as a people, not one. So I do not think that was right. And third, I do think Wilder, and people were saying that it could not be taken. It had nothing to do with that. Will won that Oscar fair and square. He deserves to keep his Oscar, but he should be sanctioned for overacting what he did and how he did. So let this be a lesson to you. If someone's saying something and you don't agree with it, don't go up and promote violence, because that's what it ends up doing, promoting violence. It's telling people it's okay to beat the crap out of someone wherever you may be when they say you don't like something. We'll talk about it again.